Okay, so today Disney and Star Wars released the teasers for the Cassian Andor show and the Bad Batch animated show. And so I'm gonna review them and kind of say my thoughts and what I think is gonna happen. And you guys can tell me in the comments if you want to. I'm gonna be doing the Andor show first, and then I'll do the Bad Batch one because there's a lot more happening in the Bad Batch. So a lot of the shots in this trailer are actually just directly taken from Rogue One. So yeah, I wonder how much of the like Rogue One style is going to be in the Cassian Andor show. Another Rogue One scene.
Everything I did for the rebellion. Rogue One, in many ways, it's a film that connected new audiences with the oldest fans.
I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that quote. I'd say it like just divided the new audiences with the older fans because the older fans liked the older movies and the newer fans liked the newer movies. So yeah, but I don't know. He knows more than numbers, so he honestly might be correct. Not sure why they're worshiping an X-wing in this situation, but they can do what they want.
It was a bittersweet feeling, on the premiere, knowing that it was just one film. But then magic happens, right? As you can see, we're getting ready. We're building stages. We're rehearsing.
And then this is so they actually have their masks on. That's kind of funny. So this is actually the first bit of footage we have, which is kind of interesting. This, like, it looks very unfinished, but it looks like that's kind of like what a scene might be or something. I'm not very, I'm a bit unsure.
We're training. We're trying costumes. We're doing everything to make sure we do the best show. I'm really excited having the chance to explore Cassian. It's really fun to go on a set that is emulating something you like so much.
Wait, let's go.
On a set that is emulating something you like so much.
Hey, this is very revealing. This is pretty much like, I don't know. This looks like almost like Navarro from The Mandalorian combined with Jeddah, because it has like the brown sandy look to it, but like the buildings I feel are a lot more like are more similar to the buildings on Navarro than the buildings on Jeddah. So I guess we'll see how this works out.
The enormity of this is like doing a big feature film.
It's very.
So this is the bit where they essentially just advertise that they're treating it like a film, but it's fine.
Cinematic. For me, that's where the excitement is.
12 episodes, 12 scripts, over
12 episodes. So 12 episodes a season is 4 more than The Mandalorian, so that's interesting. So I wonder if there's going to be more. It sounds like they're treating it the same as The Mandalorian, actually. So I'm wondering if there's going to be, like, if it's not going to be as good as The Mandalorian, if it's like quantity over quality, whereas The Mandalorian is the opposite, but I'm unsure. I don't know how it's going to work.
over 200 named cast members, over 6,000 crowd people, a lot of creatures that come in from the creature department.
We treat this exactly like we would a film. There is no difference in our approach.
Every creature and droid that we've been building has the same care, level of attention to detail as the previous films.
It's huge.
So, wait.
Attention to detail as the previous films.
So this looks like another part of that town, and it almost looks like actually this is reminding me more of the what was it, the fifth episode, the one of Mandalorian with Ahsoka. This looks like this looks more similar to that kind of building design.
It's huge, it's thrilling, but also it's wonderfully challenging.
There's tons of possibilities to explore. It is the building of a revolution.
Literally, it is a building of a revolution. They're it's literally them building the rebellion. So
Tons of possibilities to explore. It is the building of a revolution.
okay, so this is the part where I really wanna focus on. So I don't really. So I guess this part is a bit of like battle plans, or maybe assaulting like an imperial like outpost or something. I'm not really sure. Here's them hiding from some TIE fighters. And it looks like they have raincoats on. I wonder if this is going to be similar to
It is the building of a revolution.
this clip. So like it's obviously rainy, and that there's the guy with the coat. So I wonder if these are like on the same planet or something. Then here's them riding away on a speeder after blowing something up. Probably more of Cassian Andor's like dirty work that he talked about in Rogue One. And then, okay, this is the most interesting one to me. This is a Venator Star Destroyer, and it's not like in space being disassembled. It's actually sideways on the ground, being held up by these big like stilts. And there's another one back here even. And I think this is really interesting. Like, I wonder if this is like an Imperial plant that's like harvesting the Durasteel, I guess. And I'm wondering if like Cassian Andor is just gonna go in there and maybe like steal some plants or something special, or like maybe try to like bring in some of his rebel friends and try to steal some of the like the nice Durasteel that is like just everywhere. I'm not sure what these are over here. They look like small cars or something, but I don't know why there would be cars in Star Wars. And here's him. It looks like an A-wing, but okay, no, this is not a A-wing. I don't think the cockpit is kind of similar, but the engines are like outside, so I'm not sure what's going on here. And then this, I guess this is just some Imperial Center, because I guess this is like their offices or something. I don't know. This is the Imperial Accounting Department. This is all their accountants. They have like all these like workstation. I think they're called cubicles. I'm not exactly sure. And there's some of the interrogation droids floating around. And it's interesting because it looks like people are walking on these like elevated pathways, and then people just go into their little station and do their things. And then there's like layer upon layer of this, but it looks like they're like situated a bit differently over here than they are in the middle here. So I'm not really sure about that. I'm actually not sure why I paused it here. There's not much significant about this scene. Yeah, and then there's just the logo, which I think looks pretty cool. And it looks like a prototype version of like the classic Rebel signal. So yeah, I think it looks really cool. I'm super interested. I'm super interested and excited for it, but I'm actually more excited for the Bad Batch one. So let's go look at that now. Okay, so here we are. So yeah, I'm more excited for this one, and yeah, I guess I'll just show you why.
They call themselves the Bad Batch.
So this is them flying to Kamino, and I think there's going to be an entire arc about Kamino, which I think is cool. Kamino's cool in my opinion. Wait. So I'm wondering if this is that one slave planet. There's like the slave people that we'll see later in the trailer, but there's also an entire like a few episodes in the Clone Wars about that planet, and it is interesting. And then this looks like they're flying to Coruscant on one of those massive cargo ships. We see them in Rebels. Yeah, not sure why they're flying one of those, but it's fine. And then there's them just flying towards either Coruscant or Naboo, but I'm pretty sure it's Coruscant, because I don't think Naboo had that much city. And then it looked like they were on Felucia. Yeah, I'm not sure which planet this is. And then this is them at the training center in Kamino, which I think is interesting. And then this is them and all their clone trooper friends, and here's the Kamino clones. So I guess this is just like their presentation. Like this is like when you on the first day of school, you go into the cafeteria and they tell you like the school rules. This is essentially it for them, but it's not the first day of school or the first day of war for them. It's actually a few years into the war. There's the slave people I'm talking about. I think that's like what happened. Like they flew to the planet and now they're with the people. I'm not sure what's going on here. I don't know of any planets that have like this snowy kind of forested kind of I don't know surface. This looks I bet this is actually the city they were flying towards. I don't know what it is. It looks like a combination of like Naboo and like Tatooine. I'm not really sure. Actually, maybe this is the city from the Cassian Andor show, but I don't think so. I don't know what's going on here, if I'm honest. I don't really know, honestly. Okay, so I assume what's happening here is the Bad Batch is facing off against all these clones, and later it will make a bit more sense, but also later it will make less sense. Like I think they're like the Bad Batch is betraying the Republic, but we'll see. This looks like one of the like Commander Doom's clones, I think his name was. I don't know. If that's incorrect, there'll be like a name on screen that will explain it. Yeah, again with the presentation they're looking at. His yellow eyes make him look very, very crazy, but okay, this is gonna be very hard to pause on the right scene, so here is a load of Republic wreckage. Like this looks like an acclimator. I bet these are all other things. So I'm also wondering if maybe this has to do with the Cassian Andor show with those Venators being disassembled, but I don't think so either with the situation. And again with the Doom clone troopers, it looked like. Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, I'm not sure that they are. I wonder if the Bad Batch just have their own little group, but that won't make very much sense. Oh, and there was Fennec Shan or whatever. I don't know her name. Yeah, the Fennec person from Mandalorian, which I think is interesting. And then, okay, I think these are like prototype Dark Troopers, like we see in the Mandalorian and in Rebels, kind of the people that Grand Admiral Thrawn like spars with or whatever. And then again with that like destroyed planet with the destroyed planet and the Venator, and that really makes it look very messy and wow. Yep, again with that shot. And then they're at the forested planet that I wasn't sure about before. Right there. And then that flamethrower guy that we saw earlier with I can't get that scene, I'm sorry. Right here it looks like they're on that either on the slave plane I was talking about earlier, or the like Naboo Tatooine looking city I was talking about a bit after that. And then again, it looks like they're like breaking rules or whatever, not following orders, because it looks like they're in a skirmish. And then Fennec Shan or whatever her name is again. And then they're obviously just destroying the Dark Troopers. Yep. I think that bit's kind of funny. It just looks like if you don't look at it very closely, it just looks like some farmer guy just smashing these clone heads together. And then again with them not following orders. And then they're destroying what look like these security droids. And I'm almost wondering if I don't think this is the case, but they look similar to the commando droids that were stationed on the I can't remember what it's called. There's this prison. Oh, it's called the Citadel in Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Yeah, it looks like the droid stationed there, and I wonder if they're like going there to like seize it for the Republic or for the Empire, but I'm not really sure. And then here's more like ATTEs, and then just infantry attacking people. And then here's a Sarlacc, which I think is pretty interesting, and it's underwater, which I've never seen before. It's a bit scary.
That was quite an
Except, so this is Grand Moff Tarkin, so I don't know how much they really are disobeying orders, considering they're talking to like one of the highest ranking Imperial officials.
impressive display.
Yeah, and, oh, and then you get to see a clear shot of
That was
those
quite an
droids.
impressive display.
Oh, okay, it's very hard to get that scene, but it's fine. Yeah. So it was a bit hard to show you everything, considering how fast it went, but I think I got it across. So, all in all, I'm more excited for the Bad Batch, actually, than I am of the Cassian Andor show, but both I think are going to be really good. Though, I'm not really sure. We won't know for a while, though, because the Cassian Andor show at least doesn't come out till 2022. I'm unsure about the Bad Batch, but yeah, that's going to do it for today's video. Like if you enjoyed, but I'm not going to force you to. And yeah, that's the end of the video.